Yo, what is going on, everybody? How y'all doing? And welcome back to yet another Ringside Roundup here on the channel. Your boy is officially back. Took about a week or so off, man. Just felt like, just taking a little short break. Should have probably let y'all know for sure, but that's my bad. But your boy is back, man. And today we are going to be discussing the March 16th, 2026 episode of Monday Night Raw. But as always, you guys already know, before we get anywhere into any video, be sure to help your boy out by liking the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, so never miss an upload. Go follow the socials. You can find links to those in the description of this video. That includes my Instagram account, my account. Do that, helps me a ton. As you guys know, be sure to leave your thoughts down in the comments below, man, because as always, who does not like to have a good old discussion about the world of professional wrestling? So leave your thoughts on this video, everything we discussed down in the comments below, man. Enough talk. Let's get you guys straight into today's Ringside Roundup. Holy hell, ladies and gentlemen, we would start things off hot, man. We start things off with Seth Rollins. He, as usual, as he's been doing these past few weeks, he comes out with all the masked men, and then they get in the ring, and then Seth Rollins, he pretty much just says that the Vision is a cancer. Paul Heyman, they are a cancer, and he is going to remove, he brought the Vision in, and he is going to be the one to take it out. He will destroy the Vision, and anybody who stands with Paul Heyman, he will destroy them. And then from there, we would see Paul Heyman come out, and he starts saying, I believe his words were FAFO. He says that everybody knows the terms FAFO, but then he says F5, and then we see the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, comes out, and holy hell, this is where things start kicking up, man. So Brock Lesnar comes out, and instantly, I'm personally just like, okay, holy crap, where is this about to be our WrestleMania? But well, things took a turn for the better. So, yes, Brock Lesnar comes out and he pretty much destroys all the other masked men besides Seth Rollins, but after he's done wiping out all the other masked men, Brock Lesnar would get in the ring and he would have a little stare down with Seth Rollins for a few seconds until the lights go out, and who is it? It is none other than the Rula Oba Femi, bro. Holy shit. Holy hell, what everybody has been wanting is finally came true, man. Oba Femi, he does his strut all the way down in the ring, and then Seth Rollins, he just pretty much just rolls out of the ring as once Oba Femi gets into the ring. And then, man, we would see for, man, one of the first times that this has ever happened to Brock Lesnar, he gets hoisted up into the air by Oba Femi and slammed the fuck down right onto the mat by Oba freaking Femi, man. Holy shit. And it just gets better. Oba Femi puts his foot on a down to Brock Lesnar, and he takes that finger and he points at the WrestleMania sign. So who is answering Brock Lesnar's open challenge call at WrestleMania, man? It's none other than Oba Femi, man. What everybody has been wanting, what I've been wanting, what you guys have been wanting, what just everybody has been wanting, we're finally going to get it at WrestleMania, man. I am super stoked, man. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this, man. Do you like the fact that Oba Femi is going to be facing Lesnar? Do you not? Let me know all that down in the comments below, man. But we kicked off things. Ooh, man, we kicked off things really hot, man. I cannot wait for Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi at WrestleMania. I cannot believe we are finally going to get that match, man. Holy hell. All right, and moving on, we would jump into the OG El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano. And this match was pretty good from an in-ring perspective, but it's an El Grande Americano match, man. These guys are always up to shenanigans. Well, the El Grande Americano, that is, OG Americano, he's a changed man. I will say that for sure. Definitely not doing as many shenanigans as he used to be, of course, but so yeah, we would get to a point where there would be some shenanigans from the other Americanos like Rayo and whatever the other one is, and they would slip the steel plate they would slip it to El Grande Americano, who at this point was down in the ring, and he would slip it in his mask. OG Americano doesn't realize he goes up to the top rope, and well, he goes for a diving headbutt. Let's just say it didn't end very well because he got a headbutt full of steel, and man, I know that shit hurt. But yeah, he got a headbutt full of steel, so that doesn't work out too much for OG Americano. And then pretty much a few seconds after, El Grande Americano, he rolls over, gets the cover, 1, 2, 3. El Grande Americano going to pick up the win here. But overall, solid match. Kind of was it like expected, kind of, because like I said, shenanigans are always expected in this match. Crazy. All the interference is kind of expected in these matches. By now, but I mean, still El Grande Americano at the end of the day going to get the win over the OG El Grande Americano. Overall, though, I just can't wait to see. I mean, I'm assuming we're most likely going to get El Grande versus OG El Grande at WrestleMania, and whoever loses possibly gets unmasked, or however it works. But the point is, I can't wait to see this finally pay off, because I feel like the payoff of this whole El Grande Americano thing could actually be pretty good as long as you're actually just into it. I would say, but and honestly, I kind of am. At first, I will say, when this whole thing started, I really wasn't, but I'm actually starting. I'm actually kind of like into it. The whole storyline with the El Grandes and all that. I'm actually kind of starting to get into it for sure. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. You know, everything. You know, do you like El Grande Americano winning? Let me know all that down in the comments below, man. But like I said, I think this was pretty solid, man. All right, moving on, we would jump into AJ Lee for her first defense, defending her Women's Intercontinental Championship, and she would be defending against who won the last week's women's little like gauntlet to face AJ Lee, which would be none other than Bayley, man. So it would be AJ Lee versus Bayley for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Overall, I think it was a solid match. I'm gonna say really it wasn't anything crazy, nothing super special, nothing really super appealing just overall to me personally, but there is no doubting that it still was a pretty solid match at the end of the day. All around, nothing really terrible, overall in this match. Just definitely not the most appealing match for me personally, and honestly, I also did not see the titles getting, changing hands here. I was pretty much going into this match, 100% thinking that obviously AJ Lee is going to retain, which obviously she would retain, man. Like I said, I think AJ Lee is going to hold this thing all the way up until WrestleMania, and then she most likely, I could see her losing, honestly, at WrestleMania, but then again, I mean, that's, we still have to wait until we get to that point, but the point is, I did not think AJ Lee was going to lose here. Like I said, I think she's going to hold it to WrestleMania, and like I said, she obviously is still our champion. She did, in fact, defeat Bayley with the Black Widow, so Bayley would tap out, AJ Lee would win by submission, and that's really all you got to know, man. So let me know your guys' thoughts on this. Do you like AJ Lee return? Do you like the fact that AJ Lee is not only champion? Do you like the fact that she not only as well defeated Bayley tonight? Let me know all how you guys are feeling about this match in the comments below. Like I said, though, I think this match was still solid, just definitely not the most appealing match to me personally. All right, now moving on, man, we would jump into an absolutely insane, just all-out amazing freaking match between the Intercontinental Champion Penta, who would be defending his Intercontinental Championship against none other than Dragon Lee, man. This match absolutely incredible, great back and forth, great high-flying action, great action just overall, great pace to this match, great everything, just great chemistry all the way around. These freaking men put it all out there, and man, this match was absolutely amazing. This is something I for sure want to see ran back, because this match was just freaking incredible, man. I mean, two luchadors in Penta and Dragon Lee. I mean, just, we already know both of those stars alone are freaking amazing, and putting them together in a match was just even more freaking, it was just even more incredible, man. What those two did tonight was absolutely incredible. Great freaking match, like I said, all the way around, man. But at the end of the day, man, the Intercontinental Champion Penta would be able to land that deadly Mexican destroyer on none other than Dragon Lee, and he would be able to get that 1, 2, 3 to walk away as still your Intercontinental Champion. But at the end of the match, Penta would show his respects to Dragon Lee. He would still hold his hand up, man, and rightfully so. Even though Dragon Lee did not get the gold, I mean, there's still, man, there's really still no, like, Dragon Lee still did not, I mean, yes, he lost the match, but realistically, he didn't lose anything. In fact, he gained, man. I mean, he really did great out there. So did Penta, but man, basically what I'm trying to say, man, both these men just did absolutely amazing. The match overall was freaking amazing, man. Definitely so far the best match of the night, I will say for sure. Just overall great match, man. But like I said, Penta is still your Intercontinental Champion. All right, moving on, we would jump into Maxine Dupree versus Natty. We're going to sum this one up real quick. This is really a match I personally didn't care for. Honestly, I don't really think a lot of people honestly cared for this match. It really, these matches between Maxine and Natty, they just continue to just, honestly, just in my opinion, just weaken Maxine Dupree. I mean, how are you going to have her go from Intercontinental Champion to just getting demolished week after week by Natty? Let's be completely honest. I don't know, man. I'm just really not feeling whatever they're trying to build here with Natty and Maxine. We're going to sum it up quick, man, Natty obviously gets the win here. Kind of obvious, kind of expected after what we've seen over the past 2 weeks. And honestly, that's really all you got to know here. All right, moving on, we would jump into Raquel Rodriguez versus Stephanie Vaquer, the Women's World Champion, non-title match though. But overall, I think this match was solid. Both Raquel Rodriguez and Stephanie Vaquer, had solid chemistry in this match for sure. I will say the ending a bit questionable. We'll break it all down here. So inevitably in this match, we get to a point where Liv Morgan obviously is ringside with Raquel Rodriguez. She gets on the apron, that distracts Stephanie, and then that would then bring out Sky. So, Sky would come out and she would have a short run at ringside because Raquel Rodriguez would pretty much just annihilate her, as she would just toss her over pretty much over the announcer's table, and then that would that from there would pretty much cost Raquel, because Raquel would kind of get distracted with Io, which would allow Stephanie to take the upper hand, do like kind of like a diving move off of the apron of the ring to Raquel Rodriguez on the outside of the ring. Then they get back in the ring, and then they kind of just do like this little sequence, but then it ends up in kind of like a roll up style of pin from Stephanie Vaquer to Raquel Rodriguez. 1, 2, 3, and then the match is over, and Stephanie Vaquer is walking out of here victorious against Raquel. But the reason why I say it was kind of just at mid like end of the match, just considering everything that we did see in this match compared to and how it ended, it just really did not, it just really didn't correlate, I will say. But overall, looking at the match, like I said, from an entire perspective, overall, I think this match was solid. It was a good match. Definitely enjoyed it for sure. One thing I am still questioning though is Raquel Rodriguez still has a chance to be inserted into this main event of WrestleMania, in my opinion, man. I mean, realistically, if we think about it, Raquel Rodriguez kind of only loses because Liv Morgan is out there. Realistically, over her track record the past 2 weeks in Raquel's matches, well, Raquel's lost because technically it's Liv's fault, and it's been like that for the past, month or so. And honestly, I think if we continue like this, I know we're like about 4 weeks and 4 days away from WrestleMania, but I still think there's a chance. Really, I still think there's a chance that Raquel can get herself inserted into this main event. But let me know what you guys thought about this match. Let me know what you guys think about Raquel possibly being inserted into the main event of WrestleMania. Would you like to see that? Would you not? Let me know all that down in the comments below. Like I said, though, I, for one, did think this was a solid match, man. All right, so moving on, our main event would be a promo between Roman Reigns and CM Punk. So we would kick it off with Roman Reigns. He would pretty much instantly, tell, CM Punk, let's get down to business, get out to my ring. And CM Punk, obviously, he comes down there. Roman Reigns pretty much just says, welcome to my ring. And then CM Punk would pretty much just say what he's been saying the past few weeks, in the sense of, telling Roman that, he's in his head. I've already won the main event of WrestleMania. And he also brings up the fact that last week, Roman Reigns had to send, his other wild Samoans after him. That obviously being, Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso, who had confronted CM Punk last week on Raw for what Punk said about Roman's father and all the, the Samoan dynasty and all that. So, Punk just pretty much just telling Roman, you had to send your whole wild Samoans after me because you can't do your job. I got the right message that I deserved last week, I will say that, but it was the wrong messenger. And then, CM Punk pretty much just tells Roman, I'm questioning basically who is the real tribal chief. And pretty much Roman, he pretty much just says, Phil, it's the same stuff from you week after week. It's I'm in your head. It's this and that. It's, who's the real tribal chief? I've been hearing this for the past 5 years. I sent my cousins came here because I told them that they could handle family business. I told them that they can solidify, the dominance of the Samoan dynasty. That's why they were there, Phil. That's why they had confronted you last week. But, he pretty much just tells CM Punk, like I said, it's the same stuff week after week from you. I've heard the same stuff the past 5 years. So until you come up with something else, until you come up with something that's actually going to phase me, I'm going to get the hell out of here. So, Roman, he drops the mic and he tries to leave the ring, but CM Punk steps in front of him multiple times. Finally, Roman would try to leave the ring, like he would get like 1 foot out of the ropes, and CM Punk, he would hop out of the ring and just stop Roman right in his tracks once again. And then pretty much Punk just tells him, no, not so fast. And then I mean, pretty much, CM Punk back on the same stuff as mentioned, in the head, all the in the head stuff. But then finally, from Roman Reigns would pretty much just tell, CM Punk that, Punk, you are nothing compared to me. I am stronger than you. I'm smarter than you. I'm more of a workhorse than you. I can do better than you in this ring. I can do everything better than you in every aspect in the entire world, basically. I can do better than you could ever freaking do. And pretty much just telling Punk he is not the top guy. He is washed up. He was once maybe the idol, but now he is washed and you are old, Punk. That's pretty much what Roman tells Punk, and then Punk pretty much just kind of snaps and he lays a right hand into Roman Reigns, and then Roman Reigns he falls, but he pretty much just laughs in Punk's face. Then we see Adam Pearce and a few other of the WWE officials come out, because they just want to separate things so we can keep everything under control until WrestleMania. And that was pretty much it. But then Roman Reigns on the mic, you could hear Roman Reigns on the camera. He pretty much just says, "Who's in your head now, Punk?" Because obviously, now it seems Roman Reigns is in Punk's head, actually, because all he said was pretty much that he's old, and then Punk basically snapped. But that was really it for this promo here in the main event of Monday Night Raw here tonight, man. Definitely not the best promo, not the best promo that we've seen for this build up to WrestleMania, but it was still good, man. It's Roman Reigns and Punk, both of them on the mic and going at it against each other is just always going to be epic. Like I said, not the greatest that we've seen. Like I said, 2 weeks ago when Punk brought up all that stuff about Roman's father, that was freaking insane. But comparing this promo to that one, obviously not near as not as close to epic as the other one was. But like I said, not a bad promo, not a bad way to end the night, man. Still a really good way to end the night between Roman and Punk, man. Let me know what you guys felt about how you guys felt about this promo. I personally thought it was really freaking epic, man. I still cannot wait to see this main event at WrestleMania, man. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this main event so far. Did you like this? Did you like this promo? Do you think it was the best promo they've had? Let me know all that down in the comments below, man. But like I said, I think this was a solid way to end off the night, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that is going to wrap up this week's Ringside Roundup for this week's episode of Raw. As always, I hope you guys did enjoy it, and as always, be sure to leave me your thoughts on on everything that we did discuss about today on today's Ringside Roundup, man. So how did you guys feel about this episode of Raw? What did you think about everything that we discussed? Let me know all that down in the comments below. Without further ado, though, you guys know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications to never miss an upload. Go follow all the socials. You can find links to those in the description of this video. That includes my Instagram account, my X account. Do that helps me a ton, and I will catch y'all boys in the next one. Peace.